Hi everyone from startupcommons.org. We are here with Edgar Furtado. Edgar is in the process to become one of our certified trainers, and I'm going to ask him a couple of questions. So, hi Edgar, thank you very much for participating in this video. Could you please introduce yourself and also explain what your company does?
Hi, Oscar. My name is Edgar Furtado, and I am in Boston, Massachusetts, which is in the United States of the Northeast. A little about myself. I'm a consultant, and in the last more than 2 decades, I have worked alongside as an entrepreneur, as an innovation strategist, and also as a digital transformation specialist and collaborator. I've translated business needs into technical solutions, working with technology leadership to develop roadmaps and timelines for business implementations. I've also facilitated and led requirements for workshops because I have also been a trainer within different organizations. And as a communicator, I have performed interviews with technical team members and business subject matter experts to understand applications, working with business subject matter experts to define the requirements for strategic projects. I've also developed and maintained requirements and specific documentation towards use cases, and also developed reports during the course of my career in the phases of different testing of products with stakeholder groups. I've also acted as a liaison with information systems on technical issues as part of my career in the last more than 2 decades.
Thanks. And we can see that you have a lot of experience in the field. So now I would like to ask you, why is entrepreneurship education so important in the ecosystem? Why is really important not to reinvent the wheel every time and to leverage on the knowledge that is already in place?
Entrepreneurship is a great tool that everybody should consider looking at. With the new industrial revolution and with Industry 4.0 that has already kicked in, I see that entrepreneurship is going to be a big tool towards startups, because when you are an entrepreneur, you have ideas about new product. You can talk about business transformation. You can talk about how to visualize a new product or startup in the startup, along with innovation. And entrepreneurship also leads to different innovation strategies, such as digital transformation and automation awareness.
Thanks. And you took the course, Growth Academy online training for startup trainers. And I would like to ask you, how was it? And also how, if it has been useful to you to achieve your goals, and how?
I have never seen such an extensive knowledge area of for innovation startups, and the way this was being delivered is very extensive. I like the different modules and the different phases in the modules that really explains exactly how innovation works and how startups can really scale up from creation to validation to accountability and the different frameworks. So that I was very excited to learn to listen to each one of the modules, although it took more than 2 weeks for me to complete the entire curriculum. It is a great curriculum.
Good. And Growth Academy is based on the startup development phases, and I would like you to to say if this framework were useful for you, and some opinions about that, about the structure of the course.
The structure of the course is is very extensive, and I found it also that this course also could be very interactive with quizzes, but here in the United States, we are used to a different platform for learning management systems. But I really spent a lot of time listening to each of the different phases of startup, because within startup, there are different phases that everybody needs to be very aware about, because they're talking about ideation and management, like when an idea has really been thought about, and then assessing the idea and the different competencies towards bringing this to a, a complete business product. I also like the validation part of it, because the validation part of it is something that I would really consider in my projects down the road, and also to explain to potential startups how to use Growth Academy curriculum during the startup phases.
Yeah, thank you very much for the feedback. We used to build this digital content, the startup development phases, because it's really important when, like, to give all this knowledge to the people that want to start a new business or that want to help startups to grow. Also because it's difficult to acquire such knowledge in a short period of time. So it's good since the beginning to start with a general overview of all the phases, because most of times it's impossible to experience all the phases. So then I would like to ask you also, you didn't take only the course, but you decided to become also a certified trainer. So could you please explain why, and what's the added value of becoming a certified trainer?
Thank you very much, Oscar, for asking this question, because I've enjoyed teaching during my career. And during my career within corporate America, I have contributed towards teaching my coworkers, and also being a trainer in different setups. Within Growth Academy, it'll be a great opportunity for me to impart this training to other startups, and also explain how a startup works. And I will be more than glad to bring these opportunities to different organizations, because there's a big need for this kind of curriculum to be taught and to be imparted to different levels of startups and organizations all across the United States here.
Yeah, we decided to develop this certification program because, like at Startup Commons, our mission is to scale innovation and entrepreneurship. So the digital tools are very powerful to do that. And we want to transfer all this knowledge through certified trainers that can pass this knowledge to other entrepreneurs and help startups to grow. So thank you very much again for your feedback. And the last question is, could you please give some tips to other startup trainers that would like to improve their startup support services?
I would recommend the other trainers to consume all of the material, and to really focus on the different modules, because the modules are very, very important. And the different phases of the modules at Growth Academy are very valuable. It's a lot of work that has been put inside by the people such as Valto, who has spent years and years putting this curriculum and product together. I would recommend to the other trainers to pay close attention to the different phases, and also make any recommendations towards how this can be improved.
Thank you very much for your feedback, and thank you very much for participating in this video. For those that are watching us, I kindly remind you that you can follow us on YouTube and on Facebook. And if you want to learn more about Growth Academy and our other online courses, you can go to knowledge.startupcommons.org or startupcommons.org, and you can find all the info that you need. So thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Oscar.